What's up, guys? Welcome to Fuse TV. This channel, share Ghana. Just come to this channel. So in my 1 p.m. news, I told you that I have some exclusive conversation coming your way. And guess what? I have have you heard of RC? Yes, so I have one person from RC's camp joining me today for a discussion. We are going to talk about the industry, we are going to talk about Shatta Wale, and we are also going to talk about Moliy. So let me go for a break. When I come back, NYB will join me for a conversation. Hello, y'all.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
NYB, how are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good. It's been a minute. Where have you been?
Working, putting in work, doing promotion, managing the label, the management team, and all. So it's been a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you were here with RC and we had quite some good conversation, but me boy fool because private listening. No, you didn't invite me.
My private listening.
Are
No.
you sure? I saw Tilly there. Yeah.
No, so that was Cracks Global who did their launch for their
Oh,
EP.
okay.
Going to show them. Yes, we went to show them love.
Ah. Wait, the uncle be chow to home. Okay, so let's get to the real conversation for today, shall we? Okay, so let's start with Shatta Wale. And for Shatta, just this week they released their management structure. So I want us to look at the structure, what it is, and then you just give me your idea of the whole structure, if it is going to work for the team or this is actually something that wouldn't help the team, shall we? And I'm sure you've already seen it on socials because they released it not long ago. So now, let's start with the manager himself. The Shatta Movement structure is saying that Mr. Juaid, Abdallah Sika is now the general manager for Shatta Movement, right? And then when we move to let's move to the right, we have Mr. Solomon Eshon as the regional coordinator or the merchandising, and then we have Mr. Eshon Tay as the Nwat boy, and then we have Mr. Stanley Dati as PAQ, and then when we come to this side, we have Mr. Dino Kwesi Pimbi as the personal assistant to Shatta Wale. And then we have Ms. Gifting Nkrumah as the road manager. And then we have Mr. Samuel Atobiba as the media and public relations manager. So this is the structure for Shatta Movement. Now the conversation is, what do you think about the new structure? Is it going to help the movement? Is it going to help Shatta? What do you think about the whole structure?
Okay. I think for a lot of people it's a new structure, which is understandable because they are getting to see people that they didn't know were part of the team. For some of us who have been in the industry, we know this is not a new structure in any way or form because yeah, these have always been the people who have been around Shatta. And for those who do not know Juwade is actually the reason why Wale is called Shatta because they are the yes, they are the Shatta Movement family, SMF. So they pushed Shatta Wale back in the day. So that's how even Shatta got the name because of the Shatta Movement family. Juwade has been with Shatta since before he blew up to become the biggest star he is at the moment. And if you've ever been to an event, you realize usually Juwade is the one in the front seat of Shatta Wale's car, handling all the business. Then and I think another surprise that people did not know was Mawina, which is the lady who is Shatta Wale's road manager.
We were thinking it would rather be for Roland. So I mean, it's
Roland is with Shaxi.
okay.
Yes, I think that's what people don't know. Roland works with Shaxi. He doesn't work with
The Shatta Movement. Wow.
yes, works with
Okay.
Shaxi as the business side, but by extension, he also works with Shatta Wale.
Okay. Well, I think the main blow to us is between Sammy Flex and the new manager. Because personally, most people think that Sammy Flex is actually the manager for Shatta Wale, only for this new structure to be released. So I don't know. Do you think it's going to affect the brand, or did they misinform us in the beginning?
Well, I think in every institution, when you have different goals and targets, sometimes it's not bad to reshuffle to get it right because you
Okay.
get to know everybody's strength and their weaknesses. And I think when you put people in where they are strong,
Okay.
it works better than
Okay.
where they are not. I
Okay.
remember when Sammy Flex was announced as the manager of
Mm-hmm.
Shatta Wale some years back. You
Mm-hmm.
could hear
Yeah,
comments like,
yeah,
"Oh, he no
yeah.
go survive. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
shy. He
yeah.
hasn't done it before." Now Shatta Wale does a restructure, and these people are like, "Why you move
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Sammy? Why you do this? Why you do that?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People are never going to get satisfied
Okay.
with options. And
Okay.
I think Sammy Flex being the media relations and PR ties into what he did the most because let's be honest, Sammy
Mm-hmm.
Flex's strong
Media.
strength
Okay.
was in media
Okay.
relation and
Media. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
and his managerial
Mm-hmm.
acumen
Mm-hmm.
was more of kind of bridging the gap between
Okay.
Shatta Wale and then the media. So
Okay.
he played to his strength and ensuring that Shatta Wale got
Okay.
family like friendly with the media,
Okay.
like more than back in the day. So if you realize more Shatta Wale songs are being played
Yeah,
on
yeah.
radio, he's getting more premieres.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did more interviews. He's
Okay.
had more editorials done about him. So that's the strength he brought. And I think the SM thing that they need to also focus on a different aspect. And that's where I believe Jewett comes in, being the general manager. So
Okay.
basically
Okay.
everybody is a manager.
The
Okay.
general
But
manager.
Juwade is the general manager or the
Mm.
figurehead point
Okay.
that everybody kind of reports to,
Oh.
and that's beautiful to see that seeing that we have artists treating.
So are we going to say that Sammy Flex has been demoted?
No, we can't say he's been demoted
Okay.
because we all did not know. Let's be honest, we all do not know to the extent that which Sammy Flex was the manager.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
we heard was his manager,
Okay.
but we did not know whether there was a big manager. Do you
Okay.
understand? And
Okay.
like I'm saying, for us in the industry, we know this structure already. It's not new
Mm.
to us. We know the people who've been around Shatta Wale on a daily basis.
Okay.
So it's not surprised that Juwade is taking the place as a general manager because he has always been like that figurehead that they go to for.
Okay, let's still talk about Shatta. Okay, sorry to interrupt, but let's still talk about Shatta. So this week, I think on Monday, an issue came up between Shatta and one counselor. And this counselor is saying that he had a vision, like a prophecy, that Shatta was shot. And per my findings, I realized that this is not the first time he is coming up with such claims. And when he came out up with that for the first time, it even ended Shatta in jail because of the way he reacted. But then when Suya there and he's out again with the same thing. So I want to ask you, what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think Shatta should respond or he should just ignore it as always?
Well, I think some years back there were a lot of doomsday prophecies, which I think the police administration, then led by Dan Parry,
Yeah.
released statements causing fear and panic and all that. Uh, Honestly speaking, you see, there's a thin line between spiritual and not spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the lines blur sometimes. Because to be honest, I don't think it's appropriate for him to sit on radio or TV to say those stuff.
Yeah.
Because how is the family of the person feeling? How
Yeah.
is even Shatwale feeling? I even saw his post. How is his wife going to feel? Or
Yeah.
baby mama, baby mamas
Hey,
going to
and
feel?
now you don't
How are
pass
his
them,
children going
baby
to
Hey.
feel?
mamas.
And now you don't
I bet
pass
you
them
get.
all, baby
Oh,
mamas.
Debbie,
Yeah.
yeah, but he has baby mama. Oh, he has. Where he has
Yeah.
at the moment he has
Mommy,
three
yeah,
children. Not
yeah,
everybody getting mommy. So
Mommy, yeah. Yeah.
baby mamas.
yeah.
How are his children feeling?
Yeah.
And so I think it's very inappropriate to be given such, especially the way the guy was
Yeah,
describing
yeah,
the scenery and
Yeah.
stuff. It
Yeah.
gives people
yeah,
opportunity to try and also harm
Yeah.
him, and it becomes his problem. He's the pastor or the counselor is going to have to
yeah,
account
yeah.
for those things. I mean, you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
So I think they should be tactful ways of
Ha.
handling stuff
Mm-hmm.
like this because
Ha.
I think if he wanted to address it, he could have contacted maybe
Yeah.
Sammy Flex or anybody to be
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to deliver their message. It doesn't need to be public, because it feels like he's also
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I was also thinking it was for clout chasing. But then when I realized that this is not the first time he did such a thing, I was like, nah, this is a bit serious. So let me ask, do you think that Shatta should strengthen his security system? Or I mean, whatever he wants to do, what do you think? But you know, I'm a bit paranoid about the response Shatta also gave, because I feel like it's a threat to the whole country, because he was like, the country should watch and see. So don't you think like it's a threat to the country, or should he just strengthen his security system?
I think watch and see is a very good. I don't think we can assume it's something negative. If I say watch and see, it can become a watch and see. So for him, definitely, the personal security is always important. He's an asset. I think that's why he takes his security serious when he's going out.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no problem in he's aware of his surroundings and all. But yeah, watch and see. I can't take it as a threat, because watch and see can mean anything.
Okay.
Okay, now let's come down to you. So you went for an interview and then you made some statements. I want you to really clarify whatever you said there. So you were talking about Moliy, and you said Moliy should add more elements to her performance. I want you to tell us, what kind of elements are you talking about?
Okay. Well, I'm saying that so the program is like a show we do on DGN, that is every Saturday. That's
Yeah.
Entertainment Guide,
Yeah.
and we're just in Party Park. So I for me, I sat down for 4 hours plus to watch every single thing that happened at Party Park, because it was streamed on YouTube. So that's me investing my time to watch Party in the
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah.
So I saw everybody's performance and what they brought.
Yeah.
And we spoke about the performances, where I highlighted some of the pointers, and I even mentioned that with medical, which after a phone call they showed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the host asked that, oh, what about Molly? Even perform, because when I was saying the performances, I forgot to mention her name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot. And I was like, oh, trying to kind of, uh, well, they said unsolicited advice. Let me put it that way. I was not asked for. I give it free, unsolicited advice, because I'm a big fan of Molly. I think from last year through to this year, I've
Okay.
been a major supporter of her craft. You get. So I was like, oh, I think she should add certain elements to her craft to make it more memorable, so it stands out. Because I don't know whether you've seen Molly perform.
Oh yes, I
Usually when
have.
she performs, she has a lot of backup dancers
Yeah.
coming through to kind of also do the dance with her.
Yeah.
But at Party in the Park, she was the only one on stage
Mm-hmm.
with the DJ way behind. You get it.
Yeah.
So it kind of felt a bit off, because Shake It to the Max isn't really a song that you perform. It's a song that usually when you do, you have different distractions on stage to kind of create that kind of feeling, that Shake It
Okay.
to the Max feeling that we've come to know. But
Okay.
unfortunately, Party in the Park, they didn't have that same feeling.
Well, then how
It
come?
didn't have that same distraction, because unfortunately for her to Party in the Park is done in the daytime design that would make people kind of jam alongside with those theatrics.
Mm-hmm.
So that I said, oh, she should add different elements to her performance, which I
Okay.
don't think is I said anything wrong or bad. But the
Well,
truth is,
Yeah, and that's exactly so. I want to read her comment. So this one is coming from Molly. She said, technically, that's what experience is supposed to do, make you better, much like anything in life. But go off. I went from 0 bookings last year to the most booked Ghanaian artist this summer, doing shows worldwide. They play. So is it that she didn't really understand what you were trying to say, or she's just being sarcastic?
so because she's had comments from other people kind of bashing her for this as a scapegoat in anything, because let's be honest, like you said, experiences are meant to help you evolve.
Yeah.
They are meant to help you find your feet. And there's nothing wrong in someone saying, oh, add different elements to your craft to make it stand out. Maybe on the show I was not specific on what can make you stand out. But the truth is, I did not state anything that warranted that kind of argument.
Response.
Considering your performance does not correlate to the number of bookings you've had, because you can have thousands of bookings and still be a work performer. The most important thing is, after this summer, we want you back next summer.
Yeah.
And the only way you continue to go back summer after summer is when you put up performances that are memorable in the eyes of the people, and they keep wanting more. Because if you perform and I don't want more, I'm not going to come see you.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So my statement was taken in the wrong context. And the only reason I did not engage in the back and forth is because, like I said, I'm a big fan, and I don't want this to be like a situation where we go back and forth. Where I come and say, oh, I've been supporting Moliy since I don't understand. I was like, no, I'm not going to engage the statement. But the fact is, when you look at the comment section, you realize people telling her that this guy didn't say anything wrong. And I still stand by where I stand. No matter what she and the team might feel, I feel Moliy needs to develop in terms of her stage performance. And I'm happy she agreed with me with the first line, stating that experiences will make her feel better. So she knows she needs to get better herself. And there's nothing wrong as an industry person to highlight those aspects. Even if my artist does the same thing, I'm going to give it to him.
Okay, so talking about your artists, what's next with RC?
Because we need them to grow. And it's still agenda season, one agenda at a time. We keep pushing. I think there's still a lot of Ghanaians and people in the diaspora and even foreigners who haven't heard the song yet. So I'm entreating everyone who's heard it. Please put your friend on. We want the song to go as wide as it can and impact, because it's highlight music, it's Ghanaian music, and with the Afrobeat wave having a lot of confusion, I think the best new wave is high life, which is ours, which is unique, which we can sell to the world over.
Lovely having you on the show, and I hope to have such lovely sessions with you very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. So guys, this is where we wrap up the show. Saying I'm a cultural mono, we are bringing exclusive just on the channel, so just stay tuned. But don't forget, I also have one person from Shatta's camp who would also join me for an exclusive conversation. So come back anytime on the channel and we will have a discussion. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this discussion. Is Moliy just being Moliy, or she doesn't really understand what is happening on the internet? And what about Shatta? Is the management going to really help the Shatta movement that we have now?